right, today I'm here with Jason Chasterenko, the top fitter in the nation for Titleist, and we're going to see what we can do in terms of ball speed and how to increase that here with the new GT Series.
Matt, pleasure to meet you.
Let's go.
So what I want you to do is let's grab a wedge while you loosen up. Have you hit any balls yet to warm up?
I hit a couple.
Okay, so what we're going to do while I get the TrackMan fired up, I just want you to hit a couple wedges for me. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be figuring out what golf ball you're using. So on this, just hit a little pitch shot. I want you to use the, don't worry about those right now. I'm going to have you use some Pro V1s. I'm going to figure out kind of what your spins are, and then we're going to get going. Okay.
Nice.
And on these, don't worry about the results of the shots.
Yep.
I know we're going to have some good shots. We're going to have some bad shots. In a fit, I want to see all this because what I'm trying to do is I am trying to minimize your misses. How do I make your misses better? Because ultimately, we're going to make some bad shots. Okay. Okay. Little bottoming. Okay. One more with that. Okay. Now let's grab your 7-iron. So Matt, what golf ball are you currently playing?
Pro V1X left dash.
Pro V1X left dash. Okay, perfect. Okay, how would you grade that strike?
6.
Okay. Okay, how about that swing?
7.
7. So what I'm looking at as far as numbers, this is testing. So what I had you do is I had you hit Pro V1s. And what this is doing is this taking the TrackMan, is running through an app. It's called our ball fitting app. And this is going to take the data with all of your swings and kind of figure out what's generating the appropriate amount of swings. So what I noticed here is that Pro V1 flies a little bit flat, a little bit low spin. So what it's recommending is actually a Pro V1X. But it's also what kind of, this is a recommendation. It's ultimately what you like to feel. Now with driver, does it hit and stop? Does it hit and chase? What does ultimately...
Right now, obviously, it's a little wetter, but yeah. I don't get too much roll because I hit a spinny ball naturally. I hit a cut.
Okay.
What I noticed with the left dash is that I was getting a little more carry distance.
Yep.
But still not rolling out too much.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to test. So with your driver.
I love the shaft.
Okay.
I'm going left.
Left?
I'm sorry. My miss is right.
Miss is right. Okay.
Yeah, my miss is right. I naturally am a little over the top, so almost everything is a cut for me.
Okay.
But it's trusted at least, you know.
Absolutely. It's playable. Okay. Yep. So if we could alleviate one side of the golf course, what would that be? We don't want left.
We don't want this way.
Okay. Perfect. So what I want you to do on this is we're just going to have you hit a couple with your current gamer, kind of get some numbers, figure out what it's doing. So on these, just hit some shots. I don't care what they do. I want you to grade them on how you feel that they flew. And I'm going to look at spin ratios. I'm going to look at our descent angle.
Okay.
I'm going to look at our ball speed deviation and smash factor. So there's just a couple factors that I'm going to be looking at to kind of help make you better as a player.
Okay. Over the top.
So that's kind of the miss that you're struggling with.
Yeah, that's the miss.
That's the miss.
It's center of the face. It's just not. I mean, you can see.
Now, do you feel like that could possibly be shaft profile not unloading? Like you could be fighting it a little bit?
Could be.
Okay.
Honestly, I think the funny thing is it's the same shaft in my 3-wood, and I love the 3-wood trajectory and everything. So. Yeah, so that's a good drive for me.
Talk to me about that height. Is that the desired height that you like to see?
In Florida, yes.
Okay.
Because we're in Florida, I like the lower trajectory because that's going to give me my best chance for it to roll.
Good. So to me, now this is what I look for as a fitter. There's a certain launch angle to help optimize our carry distance, and then by also fitting you for the golf ball, that's going to help optimize your rollout. So just looking at that last strike, yeah, that's going through the window that you like to see, but to me, it's a little bit flat. So launch angle is at 10.6.
Yeah.
Ideally, we would want that to be anywhere from 11 to 14 just to get the optimization numbers. So on that strike, I don't mind that at all. So a little bit inside heel, right? That's the miss.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay, 2400 spin. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have you hit one more, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to pull your shaft with your hosel setting, and then we're going to try the new GT heads.
All right, perfect. A little high.
Okay. Little high toe.
Yep.
Okay.
Right there.
Now, talk to me about that trajectory. Is that
not bad?
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the height.
Okay, perfect.
If the carry distance is there.
Yep. So a couple things that I saw there, just because of a little bit of a high toe. To me, I think we could be struggling with the shaft a little bit. Could be a little bit too boardy for you. So what's happening is as you go and you're delivering it, it's just not unloading how we would like to see it. So when you're swinging the club, and you might not know this answer, but as you see, I have a lot of toys behind me, so I know what they all do. So when you're swinging the club, what do you like to feel? Do you like to feel the head all the way throughout the swing, or do you like to feel it right at impact? And if you don't know, that is all right. I will be able to figure that out.
I like it when I don't even feel the ball.
Okay. So you like to feel it right at impact.
Right at impact.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to test the new heads. We're going to figure out what's going to work best for us, and then if this isn't the shaft that is the most optimized for you, we're going to figure out what's going to give you the best results. So to me, just kind of seeing how you're delivering the golf ball, it's a little bit boardy.
Gotcha.
So we have 3 different models. Now, part of it, 1, we're talking about performance. 2, looks, because ultimately, if it doesn't look good to you, it's not going to perform. So I want you to tell me which one passes the visual test. Which one looks better to you?
I would say probably either this one or this one,
okay.
But out of the 2,
okay.
I like the longer head.
So this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So on this, don't look at the head, because I want you to swing. This is how you swing. So don't worry about what direction it goes. I'm going to be making adjustments for what I see you do. So right now what we're doing is we're just plugging and pulling. So this is what we like to do because you already have the TSR. Want to see how it compares to the GT.
All right.
That was a different sound.
Yeah, it was. That felt pretty good. That's the ball flight every time too. That's what I play. That
is the ideal window that we want to see. So right there. I haven't made any adjustments yet. This is just me pulling and plugging TSR to GT. So you made the same swing at it, where a good one with yours. So we're taking the good, the bad, the ugly. I like to compare the misses, the great strikes, and everything. So of the 3 shots that you hit with your TSR, our ball speed on average was 147, 2,900 spin, 230 carry, 248 total. Average launch angle of 13.6, which is right where we want it to be. And then our smash factor, 3.7. So to me, that could be better. On that last one, that's the window that you like to see, correct?
Correct.
So 13.2, ball speed already jumped 3 miles an hour. So that's what we're seeing from TSR to GT, is that we're seeing an increase of ball speed about 3 miles an hour on average. So right there, 150.3 ball speed, 233.6 carry, 257, 2,900 spin. 4 smash. And I haven't unlocked any speed yet. So I haven't done anything to make it better. Right. So far, we're already beating your driver.
Well,
so that's really good. All right, so let's make another swing with that. Now, weight-wise, how did that feel to you? Did that feel heavy? Did that feel light? Or just felt like everything synced up properly?
It actually feels a little heavier, but I don't mind it.
Like head heavier?
Head heavier.
Head heavier?
A little bit.
Okay.
Miss.
Okay. So,
miss.
Even on that miss, the ball speed didn't change. So that's what we're looking for as far as ball speed deviation.
Nice.
So, yeah, I got a little bit stuck inside.
Yep.
So don't worry about direction because I'm gonna make adjustments for that. But the ball speed didn't change. So we really didn't lose much as far as the differential. So that's what we like to see. So now I'm going to start mixing it up where we're going to test a couple different shafts to see what's going to work better for you.
All right.
Okay?
Awesome.
Now on these, don't look at the head. I want you just to, because I don't want you to make adjustments for what I see. I just ultimately want to see results. So change heads. So how does this visually look to you? Is it appealing? Does it look big? Does it look small?
Honestly, I don't mind the head at all.
Okay.
Got through that one more.
Yep. Feel like that one jumped off the face a little bit better.
Did. Yep.
Seemed like it popped faster.
Yeah, a little bit.
Really good.
Decent strike.
Yep.
Face open, but again, we're not looking for.
Yep. Right
direction.
now. Yep. Right now, we're just looking for the feel, and I will get the misses dialed in. So we're obviously not going to eliminate misses, but if I could help with dispersion and make it tighter,
yeah, tighter dispersion.
Ultimately, that's going to be what we're looking for, because you're a pro, but you're behind the desk.
Yep.
How much golf are you playing these days?
About once, maybe twice a month at most.
So consistency is, let's just get out there and make it as easy as we can to hit. Ooh, that's better.
Yeah, that one felt better.
Ooh. Ball speed just jumped 3.
Another 3?
Another 3.
So 6 total?
Yep, so 6 total. So spin now on that one. So came out of a little bit flatter of a window, which is okay. It's going through your
That's what I like,
window that you like to see. To me, it's a little bit flat, but ultimately, you're the one swinging the golf ball. So that's where I have to learn to make adjustments for what you like to see, and then kind of see if we can cheat to that middle ground where we go in between.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, we want to get more distance and get dispersion. So ball speed jumped up to 154. 270, you carry that.
270 carry?
Yep. Or sorry, 270 all in.
All in.
Really good. So now let's try. So far, I like this head better for you.
Okay.
So now let's try a different shaft profile and see if I can get something where it responds a little bit better for you. What shafts in the past have you played before?
Everything's graphite design.
Everything has been a graphite design.
The past almost 10 years.
Okay.
I just like them. I used to play that orange and white.
Mm-hmm.
DI, or was it? Used to be DI6. Or...
Yep. All right, so on this, I like to start over. I like to start fresh just because I like to see tendencies. Because this is a different shaft profile. We're starting out at standard A1 setting.
Gotcha.
So, like we were talking about earlier, don't worry about what it does. You do the hard part.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's in play. Big miss, but it worked out well.
So, big miss, where your other ones were cruising about 150 ball speed.
Yep.
That was 152. And you carried it 240, 261, spin a little bit on the higher side, but that was an inside heel.
Inside heel, yep.
But we launched it. How was that window as far as what you...
That's good. That's good launch right there.
So that's 12. So that's where we like to live, is right there, because that's going to optimize everything. So that's really good. Now, was that a little bit right of target for what you like to see?
I started it left of target. It came actually back to the center. It came on target.
Okay, perfect.
It was a miss that came back to on target.
Good. How did that shaft feel to you?
Is it lighter? Or no?
Possibly.
Feels lighter, a little bit. But it actually...
Does it feel more in control?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to work at it as hard.
Let me swing one more and I'll answer that. Yeah, that's a pretty good drive right there.
So, ball speed's really not changing. 152.9. 2,600.
6 or 7 miles per hour?
From where you started? Yep. That's really, really good. So you were cruising with the misses, the good strikes. We're at 147. Now we're cruising at 152.7. That's really good. 230 carry. Now we're going to make optimizations to kind of unlock speed.
Yeah.
So now let me make an adjustment. How's this shaft feel? Stable?
Yeah, it's not bad, actually.
Good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Okay. Talk to me about that one.
Yeah, it was just it felt good off the face. It was just over the top.
Okay, good. So ball speed increased. Again, 153.7.
Okay.
So that's really good. Feel like you kind of don't know where the head's at a little bit? Like it could be a little bit laggy?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's make a little bit of an adjustment.
I like the heavier feel.
Okay.
I know that's may not be conducive to the numbers there, but
Yep.
overall, in terms of feel, I guess the heavier it feels is, I feel like it keeps me on plane a little bit more, especially with the higher weighted.
Yep, that makes a
driver,
a lot of sense.
Shaft. Felt all right.
Knew where the head was at?
Nah.
No, still just a little headlight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try one more with it. The trajectory is a lot better, for sure.
Good miss. All right, let's make one adjustment. Feel like the shaft profile kind of isn't unloading.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of just there.
Yep. Okay. So, remember that question I asked you? What do you like to feel?
Yeah.
This is at impact, where it's a little bit more boardy than what you were accustomed to.
Okay.
So let's, after we try this weight, kind of see if the weight will solve the issue.
Okay.
But if not, we have a couple different options.
So we added weight to the head?
Possibly.
See, so that is normally...
Okay.
That's a good miss. Started a little bit too left, but it landed right at target.
So that was a miss?
It was a baby miss. It started off left. I shouldn't say it was a miss.
Yeah, yeah.
Started off a little more left than I'm used
to.
A
little bit more left to target. Okay.
Correct.
Because our ball speed just jumped up to 156.
156. And what did we start at with my driver?
With the average was 147.
Okay, so almost 10 miles an hour.
Correct. So that's really good.
10 miles an hour.
10. That's really good. How'd that weighting feel?
I like that.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one right there. That was probably the best.
So
that's probably the best one right there.
How was that trajectory?
That's perfect.
Good. 12. 2,900 spin, 250 carry, 275.
275.
156 ball speed.
156.
So far, I like what I've done.
Oh, yeah.
So now let's try, because you've always had great success with the Graphite Design Series. This is a new shaft that we have. It is the VF. So Tiger has a shaft. What we're noticing is this has very similar tendencies of the Venice Series.
Okay.
But just a little bit softer. So this is our lower launching of the shafts.
Oh, that felt good. A little off the heel, but...
Yep, little bottomy.
Yep, a little bit.
How did that shaft feel compared to the one that I just took out?
I liked the feeling of this one more. Okay. I feel like I could feel the head on this one.
Okay.
Other one just... I know that's not the technical term. The other one kind of felt hollow. This feel where it feels like this got something to it.
Okay.
I know that's not the technical term whatsoever,
yep.
But just based off feel.
Yep. You're feeling the load.
In terms of striking, that was probably one of the cleaner ones.
Okay. Let's make a little bit of an adjustment. A little high on the window for you. What you like to see?
A little high on that one, but it was also spinny.
Yep. Yep. Little inside heel.
Noticing a trend there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Little inside heel. Whatever you just did, I like that.
That was good. Good swing. Good swing.
And for all you guys out there watching this, that say you drive the ball 300 yards, these are proven numbers on a track, man. If I'm not hitting it 300, you ain't either. That was roped.
Yep. That was your fastest ball speed yet.
That was roped.
158.
158?
Mm-hmm. Little bit spinning, but that was a little bit of that, little bit of an open face.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh yeah, for sure.
So jumped a little bit as far as spin threshold of what I'd like to see. But with you being a little bit on the downward descending and an open face, we're still at 3,300 spin. So that's pretty ideal
Yeah.
with that. So now I want to see if I can straighten that curvature out a little bit more. So this is standard driver length shaft at 45.5.
Okay.
Choke down about a half inch for me. I want to see if we can find the face a little bit better.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah, that felt good.
Like that. And that was a little bit of a miss, right?
Little miss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But look at how now it's bringing in your proximity. So you missed it.
Dispersion was probably a little tighter.
You missed it. Ball speed dropped 7 miles an hour. Our spin dropped. Our launch was still in that window that we want to see at 11. Ball speed dropped by 6, but it still went 265.
265, but the ball speed dropped.
So that's what we're seeing with this GT is that the misses are flying in spots of the golf course that they have no business flying in. We're like, wow, that was really good.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing is the technology has allowed for us to gain faster ball speed, but yet also bring in the misses.
Nice.
So that's what we like to see.
Yeah, it was a little high on the face.
Yep, a little bit high on the face.
Quick with it on that one,
Yep.
too.
It's okay. Not every shot's going to be perfect.
No, not with me. Definitely not.
And that's the shot you like to see, right?
Yep.
Love that. And that was a little bit of a miss.
That was a miss. Didn't
Look
really
at
go
how
far, but
look at how it's in play. So the misses aren't going to hurt you now. I like this. All right. So really good. So now let's talk about your fairway metal.
All right.
What do you do with that club? Is it a T-ball? Is it a...
This is my fairway finder.
Okay.
And if I have to get home on a par 3, I really like that U505 you put me in.
Okay.
That is my baby in the fairway. But if I got to get home in 2,
okay,
on like a 250.
Okay. So how far does this go? So you're playing at that 250?
Yeah, right around there.
Okay, perfect. So let's do the hard part. Let's see you hit one
Teed up or no?
Off the ground,
off the
just because this is the harder of the shots.
For sure.
So just kind of want to see how this reacts, kind of go through some data there. Okay. Talk to me about that one.
A little high.
A little high, a little bit stuck?
Yep.
Okay. Is that kind of the miss with this?
Yep.
Okay.
Every club, really.
Okay. So do me a favor. Now that we've seen that kind of a squirrely shot, let's take a step back, kind of reset, because when we're doing a fit, it's kind of emulating like we're playing it on the golf course.
Right.
We don't just pound golf ball, pound golf.
Right. Yep.
Say we're playing in a golf, you hit a ball, I hit a ball, there's about 3 minutes between that whole process. So when a fit, you see that I don't have the golf balls up there. There's a reason. Because there's a certain threshold of shots that we have. So already I gave you already too many balls for what I'd like to see.
Right.
So we have about 30 swings in us.
Yep.
When we get over that threshold, then
That's
we start
going way
then we just go, then we're starting to get a little fatigue.
That makes sense.
So
you just get so excited to hit the new stuff.
Exactly. And then you get TrackMan syndrome where it's like, oh, let me try to see if I can get a little bit extra out of it.
Yep.
So on this, just go like we're on the golf course.
Yep.
So just imagine that. So I want you to go through your pre-shot routine and then execute. Like that. Good swing. How would you grade that shot?
It was a tiny bit fat, but it's going to work all day.
Okay. Perfect. How would you grade that window?
A little high with my 3-wood, to be honest.
Okay. Perfect. So you like a little bit flatter of a window?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So same thing with driver. We're going to pull and plug. All right. So we have 2 models in this, 2 and the 3.
Left. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I think the left one, but I don't know. I like the smaller look there, but I can't really tell, honestly.
What are we looking to achieve? Just kind of tighten up dispersion?
Yeah. I mean, again, typically when I hit this one on the golf course, I'm not, it's my fairway finder.
Okay. It's your favorite club.
Why don't we try? Yeah, why don't we try that one?
Try that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. A little bit necky.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
So for that miss,
Standing too far.
so for that miss, ball speed only dropped off 2 off what your good one was. So your good strike, and it wasn't your best strike that you said. It was 139. This was 136. So it dropped 3.
Okay.
Excuse me, dropped 3.
Yeah, it dropped 3.
So it's not bad.
No, not bad
that's
at all.
And to me, I'm thinking kind of the shaft profile. We're fighting it a little bit.
A little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Better of a swing.
I just hate the sound of it.
Yep. A little bit flatter.
Yeah. It's just more like a thud than a ting.
So part of that is what we've done to the technology.
Okay.
Guys didn't like that loud sound, so we went to a more of a muted look.
Okay.
So is that something that would bother you, or
not necessarily?
Not
if it goes
necessarily.
where it goes.
If it does what you want it to do.
Correct. Yeah, 100%.
Good miss.
I see what you're saying about that muted.
Yep. So pretty substantial miss, right?
Yeah, it wasn't a good swing.
218. That's not bad.
Yeah, no,
and
it's not bad at all.
it's in the short stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, boy.
Don't know where the head's at?
Huh.
Okay. All right, let's try something. Let's make an adjustment. Let's get you knowing where that head's at.
Typically, how many shafts do you try with someone until you figure it out, on average?
Depends on the person.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could take me 1 shaft. Sometimes usually 3 to 4 different shafts. Because I know, because you give me an answer of what you like to feel, and either it works, or I go the polar opposite end of the spectrum and then find something that gets us to
work.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that's it right there.
Ball speed just jumped.
Yeah.
146.
With a 3-wood?
Mm-hmm. Now spin jumped a little bit, but
definitely
we're going to make adjustments for that.
It's a little bit spinny.
How is that as far as trajectory? Is that a good window that you like to see it go through?
I mean, ideally, I'd like it a little more penetrating, but I'm not going to complain if it's in the fairway.
Okay. Hit one more with that, and then I'll make an adjustment.
All right.
That a better window?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay. A little bit necky?
Yeah, I'd love to straighten it out, but I know that's more me, not the club.
To a point. I can make certain adjustments to kind of help you find the center of the face.
Yeah.
Remember how we choked down on driver?
Mm-hmm.
Do the same thing with this.
Same thing with this one?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Close. Feel like the shaft's a little bit late, where it's not allowing you to release it.
Okay.
Is that what you're feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I came through that one pretty fast, which again is going to be my over the top.
Okay.
Notice how he doesn't tell me the difference in the shaft on purpose. Smart move.
I don't want you making adjustments for what I do. You're doing the hard part. You're making the swings. I'm being the mad scientist back here trying to figure out what works for you, Matt.
Yeah, what's going to put us in the fairway, baby?
Mm-hmm. That way your buddies are like, what just happened?
You wanted me to choke up on this one?
Yes, please.
Boy, that felt good.
Okay. That seemed to jump off the face.
Oh, yeah, it did.
I like that. Feel like it reacted a little bit better?
Yeah, much better.
Good.
I didn't feel the ball at impact, which is what I like on that one. Obviously, I felt it, but you know what I mean.
Yep. 4-9 smash. Really good.
Yeah, that was the most solid contact, I'd say.
I like that. And that was a miss.
Yeah, it was a miss. Pretty solid contact, though.
I really like that. All right, let's clean that face. Now do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Hit this one off the ground now.
Okay.
But I like what this is doing.
That's the ball flight I like right there.
Really good. Good spin. Love that. One more just for good measures.
All right. That was fat.
Yep. Good miss. So look at how missed it pretty good.
Yeah, I missed it pretty good on that one.
But look at how dispersion still not going to hurt you.
Still there. It's not going to hurt.
Still not going to hurt you. All right. One more because I want you to end on a good one.
All right. Got through it.
Yep. How would you grade that one?
Like a 6, to be honest with you.
Okay. What would you have made better on that?
I feel like my distance to the ball, it really has nothing to do with the head, really. It's just
it's not set up, it's part of the swing.
Yeah, it's more just the distance to the ball because I normally never choke down on my clubs.
Yep.
So
it's something that you're going to have to adjust it, right?
Right, yeah, 100%.
But it's getting the results that we want to. Now it's you ultimately trusting it.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Anything else you'd like to test?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. How are the wedges?
Wedges are good.
Okay.
I like the wedges a lot, and they're starting to rust, which I love the look of. Irons feel great.
Okay.
You put me in this shaft for that U505.
Love that.
I like that one. I've been hitting that pretty good.
Good.
It's a little spinny, but again, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it, I'm always going to hit a spinny ball being over the top.
Yep. Good.
I never hit, what is that, 58?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I always use that. Barely use a 54.
Why?
Just, that's not what I have in on a normal golf course from, 65, 6700.
Yeah.
If I hit 3-wood, I'm not going to have, I'm going to have that 7-iron in, that 8-iron in. If I hit driver good, I'm going to have that 9-iron, that pitching wedge. I really never have that 54 in. Okay. But I will have a 58 if I get one close, full 58 for about 80, 90 yards.
Now, do you base your clubs on your lie? Or do you just solely
on distance? No. Based on the lie. So, like, if the ball is above my feet, and it's, let's say it's 160 yards, which is normally an 8-iron, a full 8-iron, and it's above my feet, I'm going to choke down on a 7 or maybe even a 6 and, go at it from there.
Okay. So with wedges, do you ever kind of determine the club by the lie? Like if it's tight or
correct,
firm?
Yeah. So if it's like super tight, I'm always going to go with a 58. Because you actually fit me for this one where I can put it multiple ways. Because I told you, I can do this with it. I can be, neutral. I can open it up a little, and it still looks nice because of the sole.
Yep.
So this is what I use the most around everything. But in terms of wedges, yes, I would say if it's going to be like, if I'm catching a flyer and I know it's just going to go super high, I might trap it with a 50 instead of going full swing with one of these. That'll roll up the face.
Okay.
I know if I trap it, it's not going to roll.
Okay.
But if it's tight, I'm using 58 all day.
Okay. Awesome. All right, let's talk about grips. You like those grips?
Love them.
Okay. Let's see. Did we do, I forget, did we do any standard, did we do standard wrapping or did we add any additional?
It's all standard.
All right, let's just check your grip real quick. Grab it.
Oh, want to grab it?
Yep. Like you're holding it. Perfect. So look at see how that's just touching?
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So let's get this ordered for you.
Perfect.